What's the deal? What's the deal, man? It's the 18 Willing Podcast. Y'all see who we got back. They've been asking about you, Tracy.
Hey guys.
What's good? What's good?
Oh man,
So y'all called me here.
just living.
My man's called me here talking about, hey, I need you to do the referee. I'm about to fuck this one up. What's going on, man? What the hell?
I mean, because the last time, hey,
I
what's
should
up?
have put I should have put undefeated. Yes.
Undefeated.
Ooh.
Hmm.
So, wait a minute. Last time, we was on our segment. She was going out, and she kept preaching resources. See, resources. And I'm like, okay, here we go. And then everybody keep asking her back. I don't know if I'm qualified, but guaranteed, I think I am qualified. But at the same time, nevertheless, man, she want man versus woman, so I'm gonna give her man versus woman. You know what I'm saying? Straight from the hip.
So what we talking about? What's going on?
Financial struggles of a traditional household.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm. Hey, this is a well needed one because everybody going through what they're going through. Let's go.
And I don't want to hear about no slave shit back from when in the 50s and the 40s and shit. I'm talking about pre-pandemic, post-pandemic, okay? Let's talk about that money right there, okay?
Let's
I
get
don't
it.
want to hear anything about early 2099. That shit's gone. That money's been used already. A lot of people didn't probably cashed in their CDs.
Wow.
Okay. Okay. So kick it off. Go ahead. What's your stance since you want to bring this up?
Where's my stance? My stance is why haven't we?
Yes. Where's your stance?
My thing is I know last time you made a huge bulletin point on if you're hustling and you're like and you're in a building phase that you shouldn't be looking for love. You should be focused on yourself and building your career or your niche or like finding your way through life versus you looking for love. Versus you trying to go look for a woman and I guess play house or build with her.
Okay. Okay. So what you want me to
I'm
say? That
saying I need intel on and feedback on like I find that to be very bullshit.
okay. So tell me why it's bull crap, and then we can have a conversation. You got to elaborate, sir.
You can find a woman that will help you level up in life and move to the next level. With that woman pouring to you and you pouring that woman for the greater good, the well-being of the outcome. So a lot of things,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think resources is a man having resources is always how could I say a stepping stone. When men play build a woman and women play build a bear.
Um. And so I think this is where I stated that some people, that works for. If you, but there's a personal benefit that they like how we have situations where an older woman, will get a younger man. She will buy things for him, support him, do things for him. But that is for her to feel in control of that relationship. As long as I'm doing things for him, he's not going to leave. But the moment that he gets out of line, she can replace it. He likes that female because it provides a resource for him. He doesn't have to go out there and provide because she's providing. All he has to do is be present, and vice versa. There are men that prey on younger women. They don't have to show that they have a skill set because they're going to mold them into what they want. But in a everyday type of relationship, you're asking for partnership. You're asking for a healthy relationship. So that is beyond the monetary value. That's, can you support me? Can you love me? Can you cover me? Can you be with me and actually celebrate my wins as I celebrate yours? Are we going towards this problem together, or are we fighting each other about the problem? So it's very different. So which side you want to argue, and then we can take it from there.
I mean, because a lot of women, like last time, oh, you want me to keep the house, wash the clothes, take care of the kids, do this, do this, do this. But, oh, I don't want to go 50-50 on nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because you take care of the
So
house, don't
you
mean
you
you can't go 50-50. Like, I'm trying to see, like, that's bullshit.
well, I got a question for you. In this scenario that you brought up, right? Is the woman also going 50-50 on the bills and the house, or just the bills?
No, what is your definition of 50-50, first of all? Because my definition may be different.
I don't have a definition. I don't have a definition of 50-50.
So you don't have a definition of 50-50.
No, I have a definition of 100-100. If I'm a build with someone, I'm not going to bring 50% of myself.
So it's 100-100.
It's 100-100. You bring all in, I'm gonna bring all in.
So why a lot of women scream it 50-50 then?
Because y'all men are asking for assistance, and usually when this is brought up, it is just for the finances. But then the carrot that you guys hold over the head is, oh, well, you got to take care of the house too. My mama used to take care of the house. She used to, do a little work here and there and take care of the house, and it was no problem. That's a different scenario because 9 times out of 10, if a guy said that, she was single. So she was being an adult. She had no relationship. She had no partnership. But the woman that had a man, she was not doing that by herself unless she got with a man who basically, didn't care.
So now you're saying this day and age, men are looking for finances.
Most of the time when 50-50 is brought up, it's to help the assistance with finances.
To help with assistance. So basically, it's okay to let a woman come into your home and she get to keep all her money.
I didn't say that either.
That's basically what came out your mouth. If you sum it up in many words.
That no, that is not what came out of my mouth. What is your definition of 50-50?
50-50 mean like, hey, if I pay the rent, you pay the car note. If you pay the car note, I'm gonna pay the insurance. You know what? And everything else behind that. Lunch
Okay.
money, kids, clothes. Like, yo, meet me halfway on some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's my definition.
Okay.
50-50.
That's finances. So what about the housework? What about raising the kids?
Yeah, I know how to motherfucking watch dishes just as well as you do.
Okay, so is that your
definition? You know what
so
I'm saying?
no,
You don't have
sir,
to do 95% of the
you,
housework. Ain't nobody begging you to do
sir,
that.
sir, just give me your definition of 50-50. Does that include housework as well?
No, ain't got shit to do
Does
with no
that
damn.
include taking care of the kids? So then that's where you lose a lot of females. Because if I'm sitting there spending 9 hours a day out of the house and I'm working to put into this house, and then I got to come home and do the laundry and take care of the kids and run after the kids, then I got to do the groceries, and then I got to cook, and then it's a cleaning of the house where you are wiping down the walls, cleaning the paneling and everything else
Ain't nobody got no gun in your head
for the
telling
house
you
to be spotless.
that's something. That's something.
And you know what? And I'm glad you said that. I'm
Huh?
glad you said that.
That's something that's still within you. You
Right.
running behind kids. That's totally on you. Ain't nobody. I never ran behind my goddamn children. I say one thing and they gonna move. You know what I'm saying? My expectations for them was always high. So running behind the kids and doing laundry, of course, I did my laundry every Sunday. I never asked no damn woman to help me with my laundry. But if she did it, kudos to her. You know what I'm saying? Hey, appreciate you. Hey, you know what I'm saying? And keep it moving. But I find that to be kind of like,
You are the reason why 50% of people are starting to not want to have sex. We do not want to reproduce in this environment. Like at the end of the day, if it's going to be a partnership, let us have a true partnership. That means running behind the kids means also doctor's visit, parent teacher conferences, when they're sick, when they have sports, things of that nature. You coming in and saying, yo, sit yourself down. Don't be doing that, X, Y, and Z. That's no different than a cop showing up
so
when
the whole
things are
house
wrong.
supposed to be soft. The whole house supposed to be soft. Like oh when I come home, I'm stepping into a woman's environment and everybody supposed to be soft.
A woman's environment, Negro, you live there too. It's your house. That's called adulting. And this is where the tradition does not work for y'all. Because at the end of the day, the traditional setting, if you wanted a woman that took care of the household full time, that required you to be out there busting your butt to bring home full time money where she doesn't
Hold
have to
on.
compensate for anything. The one
Hold
time that
on.
you need her to go out and work to, the one time that you need her to go out and start contributing to the bills, that means that we are now entering a partnership.
So you mean
A
to tell
partnership.
me women contributing to bills is considered a partnership?
Yeah, yes. Because you can't do it by
So
yourself.
just because you crack your legs on and clean up around the house, I'm supposed to give you all my money and you not contributing not one coin?
Sir, where are you losing me in the conversation? I said 50-50. At that point, it's a partnership. Where do you hear all your money?
I mean, you just basically said, oh, I'm running behind the kids, I'm doing laundry, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm keeping house, and you really think I'm supposed to work a 9 to 5 and then do all that?
Sir, when does parenting stop? You get to go to work, come home, and say, I want to sit on my ass, and I want to watch football, and I want to, maybe play the PS5 or 4, whatever version is out now. Whatever you want to do, or go to the
That's
strip
probably,
club,
man, you pick and chose.
and I got to still put the kids to sleep. No. Shh. Now I got to put the kids to sleep. Now I still got to cook. Now I still got to do laundry. Now I still got to do the housework. I still got to pick up behind you as well. That never stops. And I got to get up and go to work the next day and possibly have to call out if the kids ever get sick. No. If you want somebody to contribute to the
So
bills,
why?
you're asking for a partnership. That means I'm not done yet. We are not going to start cutting people off. That means that you're going to have to get your hungry butt up and you're going to have to contribute to the household. If you don't want to contribute to the household and the kids that you help create, then guess what? Stay single get your money up, and then get the female that you can basically control.
You done?
Yeah, that was the full stop.
Okay. All right. Back to what I was saying. It's more so seemed like everybody do have a traditional mindset. Like they do, oh, take care of house. Oh, but why take on that all that responsibility and don't ask for help? Hell, you lead yourself right into a goddamn stroke. Like, okay, just because you know the kid's sick, let me stay home with them sometime. You know, let me call out of work sometime. You know, you taking care of the whole house, washing down walls, cooking and cleaning and cooking and taking care of kids. It's like, ain't you trying to work? It's a recipe for disaster.
Right.
A lot of people.
That's why 50-50 includes household and
50
kids.
does not include household.
It does include household. And you just said it by definition. You can stay home sometime with the kids. Sometimes I can stay home sometimes with the kids. Sometimes in emergency, you'll be able to pick them up versus where I can't because I'm in a meeting. Or how about, you know what? You gonna take the dishes. I'm gonna sweep the floor, mop the floor, or whatever. I'm gonna wash the clothes. You get home a little earlier, so you're gonna do the dryer, and we both gonna fold and have a conversation about your day. That's a partnership. That's a partnership, and that's all women are saying. Don't sit there and expect me to contribute to our household, and then I have to still come back home and be a traditional wife and take on the entirety of the house and the kids and everything. Nobody's winning in that situation except for a man. He gets financial help and a person to take care of all of the house and the kids.
Can I say this?
So women are saying no.
Can I
Mhm,
say this? So my grandma and my
mhm.
grandfather, they was married. Traditionally, right? He'd pass down the check to her when he get paid. She take care of all the bills. The extra go to extra stuff. Is that cool right now in the time that we living in? I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, but where was she a stay-at-home woman? Did she work outside? Like,
She worked. She worked for sure.
okay, what? But
So
was it like
my
here
fiance
and
think
there
about
type
that.
of thing?
No, they was. This is her husband. This is what happened. This is traditionally. This is a traditional
So the
marriage.
man worked like a Hebrew slave, came
He was.
home, bought his
Yeah,
check to mama.
that's it. Would that work right now?
Sound like to me that's 100 to 100.
What's 100 to 100? Explain.
Everybody goes all in. That means in every aspect of partnership, you are there. If a woman is working and a guy, let's say, so I would say personally, I was dating someone. He made six figures, and it didn't start with a one, two, or three, right? And in that sense, if we were truly going to be together, right, he could afford my house, his house, my kids, and everything else. I wouldn't have to do anything. My check would have went to investments, retirement, whatever that would help us progress and flourish. But that would have been a conversation and me being submissive to his leadership.
So we got submissive.
It's about commu. Yeah,
So
and I
that's
know that's
one.
gonna hurt some people's feelings in the comments.
No, we kicking it.
Hmm.
That's one thing that's an ingredient for we we want to go towards a successful relationship or a successful partnership. This is a partnership. So it can't be 50-50. It got to be 100-100. Somebody got to sacrifice something. The shit that we dealing with these days and relationships is crazy, man. Like, you got this, that's the narrative, 50-50. He pay my bills, he do this, he do that. Let's just, and then you got this, I got my own table. Let's work on one table together. And let's get the table full, and then we can share, the fruits of our labor and talk about investing and all of that stuff. 100 for sure. I don't know about that 50-50 shit. It never worked for me. That's probably why my ass single now, because I get irritated. People be in relationships all the time, man, and when you pull in another person weight, you get irritated. Even with a woman, I've been in that situation before. Me not having a job, she irritating. I'm sitting on the couch. She irritated. I'm changing the channel. She probably like, man, get that damn remote out your hand. Go find you a job. That's what 50-50 gets you. It gets you somebody being resentful. So we both sitting at the table. I know I can trust her, and she gonna pay all the bills. She ain't gonna be out there bullshitting. Here, go ahead. You can have the check. Do what you need to do for us, especially if we got kids. People need to change their mindset about a lot of shit that's going on right now because it's not working. That's why we got this mindset of 50-50. Mafia, you looking down and
I think that
raise your head up, bro. You about to say some bullshit.
listen, but I think that social media got people in a frenzy though. Like, we are internalizing other people's bad experiences, and then we are safeguarding stuff before it even happens. And yes, you're supposed to be proactive instead of reactive, and that would be the smart move. But the problem is that we're not allowing ourselves to feel and trust at all. Like, we're walking around mummified or numbified, really, just numb. Like, there's no feeling, there's no trust, there's no love. Like, some people don't even know what the definition is. And when they go to describe it, it's not even a verb. Like, it's supposed to be action. You don't even have to question if I love you because you see it. And nowadays, people put that in such a materialistic fashion. Oh, he bought me this and he bought me that. Well, a pimp will buy a car too for their hoe. Doesn't mean that he loves her. Like, we really need to look internally. And when it comes to submissiveness, I think the misogynistic views of men will put that on a woman, but then quote the Bible. But it's submission unto both of you. You're both bending to each other. Maybe not in the same way, but you're definitely bending to each other. You are listening, you are loving, you are kind, you are empathetic, you are covering. But they'll ask if you are a Proverbs 31 woman, but they're not asking themselves if they're an Ephesians 5:25 man.
What's Proverbs? Go ahead and recite this.
Oh, but let's just face it. Everybody ain't traditional. A lot of people.
Thank you.
This day and age, women are not teaching how to run a traditional household. You know what I'm saying? So I can just sit here and say that terminology is really going to the grave, because don't nobody know what a traditional household really look like, because everybody this day and age household is fucking unorthodox.
Oh, that's
it's get it how you live. Everybody it's like everybody in a crab pot. You know what I'm saying? You keep pulling each other down, but at the same time, I get what you coming from, but at the same time, don't nobody know what the fucking traditional household really look like. I've never seen one a day for in my life.
You're not supposed to.
And I know for a fact you ain't never seen a traditional household day for in your life neither. Books, AI, all that shit you can read about a traditional household. I can't sit here and say I ever seen a traditional household, except for the what's the TV show?
So
the Huxtables, Married with Children, all these different sitcom TV show, Family Matters.
Married with Children was
Bro, I
toxic
can
as
go on
hell.
along. But all I'm saying the way of raising a household, that shit is past dead, yo. This 2025. Ain't nobody
And
doing that
so
shit.
this is the problem.
Everybody wanna know
But this is the problem, right?
where that money at? Where that money at? What how big your dick is? You know what I'm saying? Where your bag at? What you bring to the table? Oh, I am the table. You know, all y'all little women quotes and shit. Hey, listen here. It's either we gonna work together or we not gonna work together. Because
So the
best
first
believe,
step in working together is not being dismissive and devaluing little women quotes. And the problem is, right, you're looking for someone else to define what you want. This is the problem. Know what you want as a man. You want to lead, right? Lead yourself into knowing what you want. Be the visionary, right? And so when you meet someone, you can then come together and say, do our vision align? Can I submit myself unto you?
that goes in line with being
Equally
equally yoked.
yoked, it's the following. Excuse me?
That goes on the line with being equally yoked with
You said
somebody.
what?
Being equally yoked.
Yes, but equally yoked was not. But equally yoked, it was a tool where cattle followed. It's basically, can we both follow the same vision? Or are we going to deviate? That's what it meant. But people get this idea of these sayings and don't even know what the hell it means. So you're saying something, but then you lose the meaning because you don't understand it. The vision is the yoke. Can we follow it? But before we start walking and talking and doing all this stuff, can we define what the vision is? And the problem is people don't know enough about themselves and then they want to project it onto others. You got to know you first. You want somebody to follow you, but you leading them to an empty grave. That's what Jesus actually told the religious leaders in Luke 11. You like what this gives you. You like what being a man in this misogynistic world gives you, but you're leading no one but to an empty grave. And that's why women are starting to say, no, I'm not going to follow you. And now it's to, you can't hold a carrot over our head about resources anymore. Can't hold a carrot over our head about being married anymore. So now it's, oh, you're masculine. Oh, you're no longer feminine. Oh, I don't want a man like you leading with your money or you're leading with your degrees. And that's all to basically demonize where the woman has gotten to thus far as a whole. We can break down individualities of things where there's some women who think that they're better because they have a degree. We can break down other things. But as a whole, this rhetoric that we hear on social media has to stop. You want to change it? Men are supposed to lead, then lead, but know who you are first.
So with that being said, basically, social media is poison to the mind or to the world on aspects of people are dating without a purpose and they're lost. Is what you're saying?
As a whole, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, we have so much violence and toxicity spewing that if a person truly does not know themselves before they enter in an environment or an atmosphere, you're bound to be manipulated by it. And over time, what you are exposing yourself to, you start to manifest into your process. Your thought process controls what you speak, and what you speak controls your actions. So if you don't know yourself to check yourself before it gets to that place, you're going to be repeating what you're seeing, what you're exposed to. This is not rocket science. We have all this stuff around us that tells us, watch your gates. The first book to ever say that was the Bible. Y'all can say whatever y'all want. Y'all can say that you don't believe in Christianity, you don't believe in God or X, Y, and Z. But at the end of the day, we'll pick up a book that has no God in it and say, oh, yeah, that's true. I can see it. Like, I can relate to that. But then you read a Bible that goes back thousands of years, and then you feel like it has no validity, that it's just stories. No, people are looking through things through their emotions and ignorance. They need to check their lens and they need to check themselves. That's what this whole dating game boils down to. Nobody's perfect, but when you are aware of your triggers and your deficits, you know where you need to be compensated at.
So when you say check your lens, I need more clarity on that.
So your lens is basically how are you looking at things? If I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh my God, every relationship I've been cheated on, oh, so I'm just going to be cheated on in next relationship. Why am I even going to try? You're speaking death over your future. If you look up the definition of a past, it is the time before you've written or spoken.
Mm.
That's your past. So every time you speak something and it's death, negativity, you're killing your future. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. It
And
manifests itself, and we have enough choices. Or when you say, oh, all I see around here is, not good men and gay men or married men, then what are you going to see? You're adjusting your eyes, your lens to see the married men, to see the gay men, to see the ain't crap man. But
Because
are
they
you
got
looking for a
resources.
man of character? Huh?
Because they got resources.
But the good man does too. But if I'm not picking him, or I'm not adjusted to even see him, because I'm so used to dealing with a certain person, like, the term Pookie and Ray Rays, then that's what I'm going to see when I walk into a room. And not only will I see that person, but let's say I do meet a good man and he's like, Tracy, how's your day? No, I don't want you to cook for me. Let's go out. You cook all the time. And I'm going to be like, oh, so you don't want to eat my cooking? This, that, and the third. Because that's how a Pookie and Ray Ray. Oh, can I come to your house? You cook for me. And then he wants to lay up on the couch or eat my food. That probably goes to the kids, where you have a man that's like, nah, let me take you out. Let me, treat you a little different. But because you're not used to that treatment, you look at it as rejection. So what are you adjusting your lens to? Are you again, it goes back to yourself. Are you checking yourself?
So,
That's it.
so
Are you coachable in this moment?
coachable before the relationship or while you in the relationship?
Both.
D,
Both.
mm, what's your intake?
I'm listening, bro. I'm just here. I'm listening, bro. I taking it all in, bro. I really this like a therapy session for me. I'm sitting back here watching because she know what she talking about. She got valid points, and you got valid points too. You speaking from a man's perspective. She's speaking from a woman's perspective, and I'm sitting back with a non-biased perspective. Pookie and Ray Ray do sit on the goddamn couch. They do eat up all the damn kids' food. But then
But
you
he
know,
also he's slinging good wood up in the house though.
but what if you got a good man talking to Tracy? What if you got a good man and he ain't doing all that? Like she said, take her out to eat. She missing the whole point of look, you just had a hard day or a hard week at work. Let me take you out to eat. She might jump on the phone if her mind or her lens ain't right. She might jump on the phone like I got a simp. Now he is simp because he want to treat you right. They don't. You have to have that lens to be able to see good and
Yeah.
bad. You know what I'm saying? Good men and bad men. So I'm just sitting here, bro. I'm taking it all in, just like
But that
anybody
goes
else.
for men too. That goes for men too.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's where you insert yourself at, because in most of these places, you're not going to see. You're gonna see what you see at the bar. We talked about this last time. At the bar, you're gonna see what you see. At church, you're gonna see what you see. When you start going to like these conventions for entrepreneurship, you inserting yourself around people who's doing something. So you ain't gonna run into a Taniqua or Arkisha or some shit like that. You're gonna run into somebody that's on their job and doing what they doing. So when you talking, the conversation is gonna be different. You gonna have a quality conversation, and sex ain't even gonna come up. You damn near gonna have y'all gonna be having sex mentally with each other. What they call it, a sapiosexual. You get turned off by the conversation. She doing this, she doing that. That shit is mind blowing. Then you go home like, damn. So that's what I think a lot of people missing, man. Those things. They just inserting themselves into the wrong settings. So we see what we see.
And
We like,
I'm
go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was just gonna add too, and even at those conventions, you might get a Samantha that appears sweet, and she's gonna say, you're gonna be like, oh, I want this, and she's gonna be like, oh yeah, I can understand that, and she's calculating every dollar that you have, and she's gonna be like, oh, you need me to do this, and you're gonna be like, oh my god, like she wants to rub my feet, she wants to, give me good head, oh my god, and meanwhile, she's waiting for you to fall head over heels for, and then that passive aggressive, dismissive tone comes out of her. And so there are women that's out there like that. It does not, it's not just about the location, but it's about the discernment of the person that we have to sharpen. And that's where you have to be observant. She
Mm,
looked good. Like I was watching this live, and shout out to SD, the whole space expert. He's retired now, but he keeps that name. And him and HD does this marriage or mattress review of women's IG pages, right? And based upon your page, they will let you know what a man is looking at. Like, is she marriage material or she's for entertainment, right? And so this woman, and I say woman because she's well in her late 30s, got up there from ATL, and she looks very pretty. She's fit, thin, pretty. And she couldn't believe that the consensus amongst the three men, because there was a guest panelist there, was that she was from mattress. She presented beautifully, but her page basically said that she was a proud bottle girl. She had a birthday suit with sheerness in it, with sheer with a bikini in it, but that was her outfit. So she wore like deep cut things where almost her breast was like pouring out, and she couldn't believe that they said it. She was like, oh, it's sexy. And the consensus, even myself, was like, no, that's trashy, right? And so, long story short, she's like, well, there's more to me than that. It's that's just my job. One of the men said, you know what, that's your job, and you've been doing that for 7 years. That's your choice. But you also have a choice on what you post. And what you're posting shows us that you have low self-esteem and low respect for yourself, right? And so, long story short, she ended up opening up to the fact that she's dealing with a man who was divorced, only 2 years, but been dealing with him for a year. They're not together officially, so they're not exclusive. And every time they go out, they will say, oh, yeah, I had this person, I had that person. And so it ended up being about 6 people that he would show her in that one area every time they went out. And so it got to a point where they were like, so y'all not using protection. And she was like, well, no, this, that, and the third. And so I'm like, you're sleeping with 6 people every time you lay down with them. If you do that once a week times 52 weeks, and then depending on who they're sleeping with in Atlanta with the high STD rate, you are gambling with your life.
Yeah.
No one knows that you're a mother. No one knows that you want to get married. No one knows what you love to do outside of you being a bottle girl. How are you carrying yourself? You might be fit and pretty, but it goes beyond that. What is your character? How are you presenting yourself and representing who you are? And men, when they are done playing with you, will look at that because you're going to reflect them as they reflect you.
So I want to ask you this: how can you tell when
Mm.
a woman is sophisticated and she dresses provocative or promiscuous? Is that automatically a red flag? Like, how do you tell to the naked eye? How do you
So there's not like someone, it's not always apparent. And that's the sad part about it, right? Because even in this society, we like to demonize women for the clothing that they wear, but I will tell you firsthand, for being a curvy female, it's about America's fashion. It is very curvy versus if I go across seas, they have different measurements. It's more straight fitted, whereas we have a little bit of stretch so it can help, hug your body a little bit more. It's a more, it's meant to accentuate your curves, your bust, your waist, things of that nature. So more of our fabric has spandex, elasticity in it, right? But to go back to your question, I think it's a combination of how she carries herself, right? A man knows when a woman walks in the room because the aura and how she carries herself. It's a difference.
hmm
Whereas a female, when she walks in the room, she's more in your face, leaning over. So it's more behavioral.
so in the behavior
And
then?
it's more of her behavior. I will say, as someone who tries to caution myself in how much I reveal, um, I wouldn't wear something that's really short where I bend over and you might have a chance to see my underwears, right? I'm cognizant of that because, you know, everything's recorded now, and I would hate for something embarrassing to hit the internet and my
Damn,
son see it. Can you hear me?
you went off for a minute. We'll edit it.
Okay.
You said
All right. So
everything was recorded.
yeah, so everything's recorded. So I would hate for my sons to see a video of me that's embarrassing, and they're looking at me like, "Mom, you know better. Like, what's going on?" You know? Um, and I think that's the point too, where when you have a connection, you have accountability to someone. And I think this is to a man's point where men are important in a household, but women are too in a sense of structure. They're gonna check you and say, no, 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 you're not gonna do that. Like, I remember having my niece, and my niece was a teenager, and she wanted to wear pants without a belt. And I was picking her up. I think she was going to like rehearsal or something. And I stopped her as she was coming out the door, and I said, "Listen, a belt is for two things: to beat you or to hold up your pants. Which one would you want it to be used for?"
Hmm,
We're not doing that. When you walk out the house, you walk out the house representing yourself, but also your family.
for sure.
You're not walking out the house looking any type of way. My other niece, very pretty, half black, half Puerto Rican, very model type female. And I remember stopping by because I live a distance, and she was in the van with her mom, and she's hitting teenage years. She's going to high school, and she got out to go to Starbucks. And I said, "You going to a swim party? Like, you going to a pool party? Like, what are you doing? Where you going?" She's like, "No, no, no, I'm going to a graduation party." So what we're gonna do is go back home. You're gonna put on some pants, or you're gonna put on some shorts, but that dress is gonna be for the graduation. is too short. Her mom's like, well, I told you, no, but you still drove her outside the house. So this is what we're going to do. And we're going to do it right now. And then I'm going to burn the dress because it doesn't even fit you.
Nah, y'all going a
They are
little too
held
far.
accountable.
You serious, y'all?
No, that dress was,
Y'all really
oh
gonna
yeah, no, she had to go change. Oh yeah, that dress is gone. I play no games. That and this is where I don't really care about how the man see it. I care about what that is telling people about her.
Mm.
And because so much stuff is on social media and that's the fashion and it's okay, it's not appropriate. It's not appropriate. Period. I could see if you were going to a pool party and things of that nature, that would be inappropriate for the occasion. But for you just to go out and have fun and be at a party, no. It's too revealing.
Yeah. We need more of that. We don't have
But
that because
that's like accountability.
yeah, we it's
Well, people feel that they don't need to have it though, right? They can do whatever they want. They're grown now. So they feel because they're grown, that connection to family or accountability is now severed. But that's not true. You back? You ready for round 3, 4?
Hey, maybe
Just
the next
saying.
episode we can't give everybody everything one day. You know what I'm saying? We gotta save some for the next time, you know. But I really enjoyed this though. You know what I'm saying? I think next time I'm gonna bring the belt to ass, yo.
man, what is this whole thing about battling each other, man? We got something to show for the people that's watching, that's really getting information. Because I'm getting the game from y'all, and I'm sure the people that's watching, man, we had the last episode that
Hey
did
man, they're gonna
fairly
have to
well.
subscribe. They're gonna have to subscribe, run the
Mhm.
comments up, run the likes up. I need some feedback. You know what I'm saying? Especially if y'all really want me to dig off and trace ahead. Hey, y'all need goddamn drop some comments. Because when she comes, she coming.
She
And
here for sure.
you
Hey,
know,
look, hey
she's
Tracy,
bringing
we
the
need to.
challenge. She
No,
bringing
I'm about to cut you off. I'm about to cut you off on purpose. Look, Tracy, you need to take that guess from off of your name because you're no longer a guest. You are a co-host, host, whatever, but you're not a guest. Sure. People are
Well, thank
attention to
you.
you now. You got my mama calling me, my sister. She's not a guest. Hearts in the chat. She's not a guest,
Aw.
man.
no.
But
Yes.
she, look at him. Look. This is my
He
guy.
is so
This is
annoying.
my
Oh my
guy.
God. But if they want to hear more of me, I'm gonna start vlogging like my thoughts on things that I'm seeing in our community. Um, on Gracefully Unfiltered on YouTube.
Yep.
So feel free to follow me there on IG for professional advice and guidance and mentorship. You can follow me on I am Tracy Joseph. That's my professional page. And that's on LinkedIn, Facebook, and IG. So, yeah, I mean, I'm here. I'm just starting to speak out loud.
We need that, man. We need that. We need a woman's perspective. Because
Sherman,
you know,
Sherman, 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 Sherman.
How can we? No, no,
hey,
I appreciate you guys. And even, Big Head over here who wants to like throw little, alley oops sometimes, he misses, but
so this
I
another
slam
one,
dunk
man.
all my shit. You understand?
Negro, you might as well call me 7'6" because I'm blocking everything.
Mafia, you got something to say before we end it?
Hey man, I love y'all. Tracy, I love you. D, it's been a pleasure.
Love you more
I already
Until
know.
next time, you know. Next time,
next time.
have your blocks and gloves laced up, you know.
Listen, I got my pink gloves downstairs. They ain't nothing but a word. But you 4-0 though. You 4-0. It's all right.
How y'all feel in the
But
chat, man? We need y'all in the comment section. Let us know how y'all feel, man. It's the 18 Week Podcast, and we out of here.